All right, we're ready. Hey, everybody, good evening and good evening to everyone. Tonight we have such a special guest. I have been following her for quite some time, and she has obliged to be on the Sisters to Dream Network and Investment Group platform as we interview upcoming entrepreneurs as well as established entrepreneurs. Now, this person that we have on here, she is so fantastic. She is a motivational speaker, a spiritual coach, a social media icon, as well as a brand manager. Now, she has been up for so many and nominated for so many awards. To name a few, the Triumphant Woman Award for 2019, the Aki Magazine Award, and the Phenomenal Woman Award. And she has over 8,000 followers. Tonight, I want to introduce Miss Shanail Monique Mitchell. Everyone just welcome her into this room on this platform. And we're just so thankful that she obliged in her busy schedule, just getting off work at 5 p.m. to be on Sisters to Dream Network and Investment Group's platform. Now, I am your host, Dana McDuffie, in community empowerment and Sisters to Dream Network. Just to let you know about what Sisters to Dream Network and Investment Group is, where our objective is based off of 9 pillars. And those pillars are educational, personal development, health and nutrition, beauty and grooming, community, investment, financial, housing, entrepreneurship, and spirituality. And Miss Shanail, she embodies all of that. And I wanted her to come on the show just to tell us about her journey and just to give us some encouragement as we on this entrepreneurship journey. So Shanail, I'm going to turn it over to you. Just tell us a little bit about your personal journey and where you are now.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dana. I'm honored to be on. When you asked me, I was like, oh, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Like, what is it? But I'm so honored to be on. But a little about my journey is basically, I don't know where to begin. I got on this journey almost a couple 16 years ago. I got on Facebook. I've been on Facebook for quite a while, and I told my story and what I was going through, and people could connect to that. And so as I was telling my story, and it started branding Shanail Monique as who I am, because we use our story to sell. I wasn't even selling. It was just me. And my journey through the hospital, through fighting lupus, through raising my daughter, people seeing me progress over the years as I come to be ShanailMonique.com. But it's been a road that I have to continue to encourage others so I can encourage myself. And so, and it definitely has, I have people tell me, inbox me, and I feel like quitting every day.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't seem like you quit, because when I see your post, they're funny, and sometimes I'm like, yes, hallelujah, she is on my street. Somebody knows how we as women and Black women, we want to feel empowered. We also want to know that that it's okay to feel that way. But where I found power in you was when the hospital and you still had makeup on. Oh my, you still look so beautiful. I was like, this girl is in the hospital talking about I'm about to get discharged, and she got a full beat on. Hey, tell me, where did you pull the strength in just to do that? I mean, that is so inspiring just for women to see that you do not have to let your circumstances dictate to you, but you did it. Tell me where your strength came from.
First, my strength comes from the Lord. That's my savior. That's my everything. I can't do anything without him. And I look to him, and I know that he wouldn't want me to give up. He brought me too far to give up now. And so as I think about, you know, all the goodness things that he's done in my life, all the victories that he's already won, I get up. I said, you know what? Get up. He tells me, get up. I get up out this bed. This is not your bed to lay in. And you're going home. And when I read the word and I get that faith, I say, you know what? I'm not going to look like what I'm going through. And that's
Wow.
what us ladies have to understand, that we don't have to look like the struggle. That's a mindset. I mean, when people say don't fake it or until you make it. Yes, you face it until you make it.
Did you say faith it till you make it?
Faith. Have faith until you make it.
All right now. Did you all hear that? Faith it till you make it. I love it.
And that's just prophesying over your life, because what you speak out your mouth, what you think you will have.
Wow.
And that's in your business, that's in your life, that's in your, anything that you're doing, whatever you focus on, you will have.
Wow. Okay. So we know that what motivates you, of course, is faith it till you make it. So just tell me, what was the key driving force for you to become an entrepreneur? Because you said you just started on Facebook and you were just sharing your story, and then that led to you. What happened?
Well, what happened was when I got sick, it's been 9.5 years, praise the Lord, that I'm still here. But I got sick with lupus, and I was working a job, and I was working that job for over 5.5 years. I was the top producers. I was one of their best salesperson. I would train people. I would get bonuses. I would work overtime, and I work from home like I do now. And I didn't know that I had an immune disorder, or, I didn't know I was diagnosed with anything or had any sickness going on, because I never was sick, because I was around my family and they didn't carry anything or they didn't get sick. But as I'm around, I go to, they asked me, they said, can you come in and train somebody? Being, the person that I am, I want to help everybody. I want to see everybody succeed. I said, you know what? Let me try this thing. Maybe it'll lead to some promotion or something great. And as I'm training her, she had the flu. I ended up getting pneumonia. I went into the hospital for almost 3.5 months. They gave me a 50-50 chance of living. After 3.5 months, my job said, you know what? We have to terminate your position.
Oh my goodness.
I said, terminate my position? I said, I was a top producer. I work, I did everything y'all asked me to do. What you mean terminate my position? We have to fill it with somebody else. I said, okay. I cried. I lost everything. After that, I was able to sustain a little bit afterwards, but I lost my car. I lost my house. I lost my mind. I even lost my daughter too. She heard the doctors tell them that I was going to be, that I might not live. She had a 50-50 chance of living, and that caused her to go out and lash out and do things. And it was just, I couldn't control anything. My life was out of control. And so, you know what I said? I said, you know what? I will never put my eggs in one basket again. I will never let one income be all that I have, because that controls my decisions, that controls my emotions, and that controls my life, my financial situation. And so I just have to tell you that it's just, I made a decision right there, and I have to do something different. If I keep doing the same thing, working these 9 to 5s, these people, I'm making them rich. I'm doing everything they asked me to do. It's time to be able to brand myself and to be able to make me some money, make me something to be able to leave to my daughter if anything happened to me.
Wow. That is huge. I'm going to tell you that is huge. But the one thing you said, you did not want to let one income to drive the things that were going on. And that is what is so beautiful about entrepreneurship. We still can work an 8 to 5, But the other thing is that we are able to diversify ourselves so that our income coming into our household is also diversified. And I think that is so powerful. And so how do you currently generate new ideas to keep yourself relevant, to make sure that you stand out from other people? What are some of your ideas that you come up with?
To make sure I stand out from anybody else, I be myself. I mean, that's just point blank. No one can be you. No one has the grace to be you. We all were given gifts and talents. And so therefore I use if the God gave me that vision, I use that vision. I don't let nobody talk me out of my vision. I stand strong on what he told me. Most people go tell somebody else their dream or their goal or their business plan, and the person will be like, nah, that ain't gonna work. And then they drop it. And then they'll see next week somebody else goes and succeeds at it and makes $1 million.
You're right.
It just takes one thing, one hit for you to be that next thing in your life, that next thing that could make you a billionaire, a millionaire, whichever one you desire. But that it's just one thing, and don't let people talk you out of it. So I follow what he tells me to do. If he tells me to start an organization to help women, I help women. If he tells me it doesn't matter if it doesn't succeed, I still hold on to it. Most people will stop. If it don't succeed, they'll work a job 40 years. But if a business don't succeed in 2 or 3 or 3 years, they quit. I keep holding on because it takes 3 to 5 years for your business to be successful. Most people don't understand that. They want to see quick. But it's not a quick process, because you're going to have to go through some training, some learning, some upsets, some betrayal. It's so much that you're going to have to process into being able to sustain that $1 million business.
Wow, that is so vital. And you are right. And so during all of this, what is your greatest fear, or how did you manage fear? How did you overcome it? I may already know the answer, but of course we're on live and people want to know, because, people put faith in objects and things, but what is your greatest fear and how did you manage fear?
My greatest fear was failing. It's everyday failing. I carry a spirit of excellence, so I love to do everything excellent with all my might, like I'm working for the Lord. And so, and that's my thing. My thing is knowing that if I work unto Him, He gonna make my ways prosperous. He gonna make everything. It might not be right now because He has to do some work in me. And I understand that, or do some work in the people that I'm supposed to be connected with, because everybody that you're connected with right now, that you're supposed to be connected with, ain't ready for that $1 billion business. And they ain't got that work, that mentality. They ain't got the habits, the get up and the be up at 6. I be up at 4 every morning. I'm up at 4 every morning praying for people. I'm up for getting myself together so that I can be the best doing those. I work from 8 to I close my eyes at 11 maybe.
Wow.
So that's how I do it. I mean, and then my faith is so strong that I know that he will never fail me. He will never fail me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, she said it. It's faith. Like she said it so many times. It's faith, and she does have a fear of failing because she operates in the spirit of excellence. And I don't think that's a fear of failing herself, but fear of failing and disappointing maybe God or something like that. Is that correct?
That's it. I fear and disappointing Him. I can't disappoint Him. And that's why I continuously do it every day, no matter how I feel, no matter how I look, no matter what is going on in my life. I continue to do His work, because anything I do for Him, Jesus, it's just going to magnify and triple and double and prosper. Look.
Yes, yes, yes. And so, Shanail, so how do you continue to market your business for tactics, and what have you been most successful in when you're marketing for your business? Because let's back up. So tell me the businesses that you are in as a small business owner and entrepreneur. So let's start there and then move forward.
Well, I have ShanelMonique.com, which is a coaching and mentoring program for entrepreneurs. What I have an influencer package, which is branding, marketing, social media, management, because most people lose on social media. They lose, and they don't know how to and I teach you how to capitalize, not even capitalize off your audience, but how to captivate your audience, so therefore that you can turn those into profit and sales. And so and that's what I've been doing over the years. I mean, just simply doing it. I've been in the sales business, background for over 16 years. I'm a financial counselor, certified financial counselor as well. Debt consolidation, debt credit repair. I do loans. I'm a commercial loan officer. And so I give small business loans. But I teach you how to manage your money to be able to build that credit so that you can be able to get a loan, so that you don't have to use your money. You use the loan, because most people use their money and they ain't got nothing to pay their bills with. What we gonna do? And so I teach you how to make sure that that business is a structured business, and that you're able to get credit off of it and be able to get the financing you need so that you can expand your business. Only way you're gonna be able to expand your business is with somebody else's money. And so, but that's, and then also I do Fight for Lupus, because everybody know I'm a lupus survivor of 9 years. And then I help my daughter with her organization. She has Girls United for Life, for girls with that are that's going down a dangerous path and been in trafficking and things like that, to rehabilitate them and to encourage them and to uplift them. And so, is that all? Let me think.
And you do TLC, right?
Yep, total life changes. I do that. I've been doing that that's one of my things that's the secret. Because let me tell you that it shouldn't be a secret, but I do market it. But total life changes, it has helped me with my health. Ever since I've started in that business, drinking that tea, taking the products. Matter of fact, I got some new products today. I was just going to post on Facebook, but it helps cleanse and detox my body. That's the reason why I'm able to bounce back and feel so great. I take these little energy pills and I'm up in the morning on fire, ready to go, like ready to go. So, but that total life changes is a residual income. And so that's residual money every week. And you need to have at least 3 to 5, 7 businesses, 7 incomes coming in. So I said I would never go back and be in the same position I was before.
All right. All right. So she said it, you all, that she said it again, you have to have you have to have at least 3 to 7 streams of income coming in. It is so vital important. But the piece that I'm really intrigued about is that you really found the pathway to success. In the pathway to success, you said, hey, you have to leverage yourself using other people's money. And what were the steps for you to finding out that information to put yourself in a position? I know you said that you were a loan originator and things of that nature. So what did you do to get to that point?
Well, how I got to that point was basically I had more money than I had money. Most of the people do. I was like, I don't have enough to invest back in my business. I don't have enough to brand myself. I don't have enough to go out and get some headshots. Because the majority of us, fail because we got to take ourselves serious. We invest in ourselves. Most people can tell if you are serious about your business by the way you look, majority of the times, by the way who you are associated with, and by the way your brand looks. Your brand is everything.
Right. Okay. So when you started diving into your own finances, how long did it take for you to get that aha moment, that break that said, okay, now I can be able to do these things that's going to help me to propel me to move forward?
As when God started aligning me like being a credit card consolidator. I'm
Mm,
a consolidator. I help you consolidate. I don't have no debt. So, and most people, want to get credit cards and things like that, but the credit cards is not the way to go. I mean, you can have one or two to build your credit or to build your business credit, but you don't want to get more debt to income ratio. And so
right.
and so that's where I learned that, I got to start going out here and building getting my business structured the correct way, getting a bank account, separating all my expenses, making sure my taxes and my from myself and my business is separated. And once I'm able to do that, I'm able to have credit so that I can be able to go to someone and get a loan. And then when I seen that how it worked, I said, you know what? I used to be a loan officer back in the day and a loan originator. So let me go ahead and do commercial lending, because that's my next step is to own and I'm telling you a secret, but but I want to own a apartment building. I want to own instead of getting a house and, I'm getting an apartment building and I'm going to live in it and rent the rest of it out because I want whatever I do, I want it to generate income. I
That's
don't
right.
want to just have a mortgage payment without having income to take care of it. Or I'm waiting on these 2-3 incomes over here, but I got a $300,000 mortgage. I can afford it, but that's not how you do it.
Right, right, right. So basically, that's my thought process too, is that you leverage yourself and leverage the things around you and not spend your own money. But the vital thing that you did say is that you separated personal from business. And with that, you were able to focus on your business and build that up and making sure that that was structured correctly. And so you structured your business correctly as being a LLC, or did you go a step further and develop a C corporation since you have all these other small entities under it?
Well, I only did the LLC because I have it was I don't know if I should say it on here, but for tax breaks. I'm just
No. What the main objective of an entrepreneur or small business owner is to reduce tax liability. We're going to say that because that's what happens. Small business owners have the ability to reduce their tax liability, and we believe profit versus wages. So we get the profit, then we do our tax deductions and spend what we need and do our expenses and pay ourselves. And then what happens? We pay the balance, the tax on what's left. That's what happens as a business owner, right? And that's what big businesses do, right? So
it's not, yeah.
So it's fine. And the thing is that you are drawing, income from so many sources. So when you're doing that, that means your time is being divvied out. Now, how are you working? People want a balanced life, but that's not what I look for, because the basis of Sisters to Dream Network and Investment Room is to have a harmonious life, that all of those 9 pillars working harmoniously in a circle, because a circle keeps going round and round, it never breaks. And so we want all of those things that pertain to who we are as a person inside to work to those things together. So how are you able to make sure that all of those things are harmony together?
I have a set schedule. Certain like Monday or Tuesday, I can open my schedule so I can do different interviews and stuff like that. But then I have certain businesses that I run my Monday business, my TLC on Monday or Tuesday if I don't do anything else. Or Wednesday and Thursday, I follow up I work in my business. So I'm not posting on Facebook. I'm not trying to get any customers. I'm following up with leads. I'm sending out emails. And so on Thursday and maybe Friday, I take a break a little bit, just a little bit. Then I'm back to work on Saturday. And so I kind of schedule my week out ahead of time so I can know what it is that I need to do. Do I need to work on my business? Do I need to do a photo shoot? Do I need to do a video? And I've stopped trying to throw pearls to the swine because everybody don't want your advice. I mean, I see of a lot of us on Facebook, we're doing a lot of lives, we're doing a lot of talking, but instead of talking, we probably need to be typing and putting it in a book or ebook, making another source of income. And so a lot of people, thinking that they're gaining followers like that, you're losing people because okay, they could go watch YouTube, but if you sell them an ebook, you making money off of your audience. They want to know what's in the ebook. You tell them ahead of time. You giving it away. So
that's a pearl right there. Okay. We had to pause right there because I got to digest some of that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I
do spend so much time on Facebook, and I had a colleague to say, use Facebook for what it is. Get on and get off. Network and form relationships, but get on and get off. Use it for what it's for, because when it's a network, because everybody knows somebody on the network, and sometimes you keep preaching to the same audience.
You have 5,000 friends. It's an algorithm that only a certain people that like your stats are going to be in your new, or you're going to be in their news feed. And so that's why I try to go out and you're going to build your fan page, because most people ain't got a fan page or a business page. Not as of yet. I see a lot of people running a business without a business page. And a business page can expand your market. It can expand to all over the globe. But we stick it to these 5,000 friends that half of them don't even like you, and ain't even on your level. So, and they just see them that if you fail, they want to keep watching you to see if you fail. And so you have to take yourself out of that little circle, crabs in the bucket, and you have to expand. And that's why I've learned back in the day from Shani, this girl named Shani. When I was 6, she was teaching me, and I was like, okay. She was like, go and get you a fan page. Go do this, go do that. And I was a student. I didn't look at her as competition or trying to be better than her or wanting to get ahead of her. I looked at her as, okay, you giving me this, I'm going to take it and run with it.
Wow. So when you discovered about the algorithms, then you decided to go ahead and get a fan page or a business page and align yourself up with people that were like you.
Yes.
That's awesome right there. I mean, these are pearls. The one thing that I found in just, marketing and just trying to develop relationships, they always just want to drop you a link. They don't want to get offline, get that phone number, let's talk business, because sometimes, what you're offering may not even be what they need, or it may not even be what I need, but it may be something that somebody else may need. And I believe that community networking and this virtual opportunity and the platform that we do have, that we use it appropriately, but then we also see, well, how can we help others outside who may not be on social media? Hey, I got a contact here. Hey, I have a contact here. And I believe that that's so important. So let me ask you, so now you say, you said you had a set schedule. And so I'm assuming that how many hours in a day do you work on average between your business, building these small businesses? So your 9 to 5 or your 8 to 5, right? Mm-hmm. And then how many hours after that are you still working?
Well, I'm up at 4 until I'm getting myself together, and I'm working at 4 I get on that phone with my job at 8. I'm doing something in my business. I'm reading a book. I'm building just doing something to grow. And that's my mindset time, that I get my mind right and I pray and I pray for others. And so then after that, I get off work at 5. I'm in the office. I don't leave this office. I'm actually ordering me a new chair because I'm in this office that much. And so I'll be here from 5 to 11. And sometimes I'm like, I don't get exhausted because this is me. This is mine. And like you said, getting offline, let me just show you one thing. I've been to so many events that these are business cards. These are all business cards, that events that I've been to, and books with numbers in them. And I have put them in a MailChimp. And most people have them in MailChimp, but I've had mine for years. Like, I've met so many people throughout the years doing events that I keep their business card. Most people don't keep business cards these days. I do, because I never know when I can go through a business card or go through. I've with my fight for lupus, I have some doctors that used to give me their cards, that in North Carolina, that used to give free care. So I can link them girls with some free care, free health care, rheumatoid, any kind of doctor that they need for free care. And so it was vital to me being able to build now, because it's helping me go back to what I had already in my hand.
Wow, that's amazing. So, what we're hearing now is that going beyond just Facebook and getting those followers, events sell. And then also too, you don't go to events just to, you go to events to meet people and to make that relationship, but you're taking that relationship a step further. And you say, that's MailChimp. I can send them out something that's going on with me or with my business. And that's a personal contact. And people appreciate that, because we don't know what other people have. That's another pearl. You are dropping some pearls on us tonight, and I'm so grateful. So how has being an entrepreneur affected your family?
Let me just tell you, it affected my family great. Like, my daughter has her own LLC, forming a nonprofit for Girls United for Life. My brother and my cousin have their own tow truck company. My other cousin they're younger than me, so she got a clothing line. A clothing boutique coming up. And so it has really helped my family see that to get out of the box.
Wow. Okay. So before you became an entrepreneur, they weren't entrepreneurs. But once you became an entrepreneur, then they started becoming entrepreneurs. And so I had said in a broadcast before, I'm a part of a women's organization called Dress for Success. And upon going to one of their meetings, we were in a room, and there was a mural on the wall. Behind her were other people that were connected to her, maybe a grandmother, her baby, she was carrying her baby, her children, or whatever, and her man or her husband or her brother or whoever it may be. And so the lady described the mural and she said, once a woman rises up and becomes empowered, educated, she feels confident, she has what she needs, then she is able to set free so many people that are connected to her. So you are a clear example of that woman rising up beyond whatever her situation, her circumstances were. And now you're seeing that other people are in your household and that are close to you are able to, get on board with extensive cash flow, as well as, generate wealth within your own household. And that is so vital. We as African Americans, we don't really understand about generating wealth and having that continuous, income coming in from outside, from other sources, but also keeping it in the family and in the community. And so, as I said, we want a harmonious flow, never to, have a break. And so that's just so powerful. But anyway, so how do you define success?
Success is basically just living the dream. You're living your dream life. It doesn't have to be anybody else. Just living. And being healthy and helping others and being a blessing most of all. And
Mhm.
that's one thing that I have to tell us sisters to do too in your business. Give support other sisters. I buy
Mhm.
I buy t-shirts. I don't care if I got one t-shirt, I buy another t-shirt. I buy books. I buy ebooks. And that's how you stay blessed. Because when you come out with something, it may not be that sister that supports you, but another sister will. And that may bless you because she may be connected to a whole network of other sisters that may just go out and get your stuff because she has it. And so you can't look at it as that one. You got to look at it as the many that's to come. And so
Oh,
and so that's how I define success, being able to give back to others.
okay. So here you have it, Facebook. She is saying she defines success by giving back. When people have items and they are, items for sale, get it, support one another. And I think even through this crisis that we're having right now, it's very vital that we do come together and we see what goods and services that the online community, the virtual community, or the small businesses have, because typically we do have some of the same items that are out there in the stores, and it's much better because, like you said, TLC has helped you in your health, and you are health conscious because that is what helps you keep moving and keep going and being vibrant for all the hats that you wear. So let's say, what is your favorite book? So at this time, what would be one of your favorite books?
Okay, and I got it right here. I've read it 100 times, and you probably couldn't get it, but I don't. I got her to give it to me because I emailed her, I inboxed her. It's The Boss Women Who Pray.
Wow.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, prayer is key. Prayer is key to your business. And you don't pray for small things. Most people just pray to get by. I pray for to have buildings. I pray for the apartment buildings. I pray for being able to donate $1 million to my church. I pray for things that my business can do kingdom building in our community. And so most people want to look at their small business. Your small business is going to be a big business one day. It is.
Mhm. Right.
If you keep praying small prayers, God, God, don't ask God for that. God is a God of more than enough. You better ask him for what you want. He said you don't get what you ask for because you ask the miss. And so you ask for what you want. You pray for those things. That will open doors. God, open doors. Let me walk through this door. Let me be able to be partners with this person. Let me, and I take that. And that's what I use. I use it in every aspect of my life. I praying.
So you don't think that book is still available, or is it on Amazon, or how?
You probably can get her book. Yes, go get her. Listen. I hope she see I said it.
So you all see it says Boss Women Who Pray.
Yes.
Shanail Kelly.
Yeah, Shanail Kelly.
Shanail Kelly. So I'm gonna let me write that down. Boss
Women that pray.
I'm gonna put that in the comment section so that entrepreneurs can see that, especially the women entrepreneurs that are out here, our sisters. We need to pray, like you said, we need to pray for big things, not those small things, because God is he's not small, he's not minute, he thinks on the macro level. He doesn't think on the micro level, because he says, that if we speak it, we can have it. And we can have it. So we need to be speaking those big things. How can we, have that, multi-million-dollar business? And how can we, help our church and help our loved ones? But we have to speak those big things, those big ideas, because no idea is too small, and no idea, God said he owns everything. And I like my prayer is, Lord, you own that. So it's plenty more where that came from. And so I am not shy of asking him what I want. This is so powerful. I'm so glad that you came on. So another question that we have is, let's see. What is your favorite quote? Let's go there. Let's do something fun.
Let's see. I got so many. My favorite, I could say scripture, never despise small beginnings. That's a quote that I use, never despise small beginnings. And I say that because everyone starts small. And us as entrepreneurs, we don't know, some of us it's not a manual to us being an entrepreneur. I'm gonna just tell you, you can't copy and paste this thing. I know that what I'm creating, I can't copy and paste. A lot of people, sell you courses. You can take that and implement it into your business, but it's not gonna be the same as that as they got the success that they got, because you're building something that's uniquely for you. That's gonna be for your calling, for your purpose. And so I tell you, it's no manual. And so, and then one thing I do have to just not to jump off subject, but I do have to just jump in there and say, support your sister's business, even if it is it's something that may be flawed, something may happen, something shipping may go wrong, or she may not have the customer service yet. And just understand that we got to give grace, because this thing called entrepreneur is an everyday learning process. It's not a book that say do this and you're successful. It's not. Right. And so that's why I don't despise small beginnings. Don't despise it, because that small thing can turn into a $1 billion business.
That's right. And I like that part about what you said about grace, extending that grace, because we don't all have it. And we, when we work a 9-to-5, there's already a blueprint set in place and there is a system. But with this, one person may have like this part, but they may not have that part. But as time goes on and they do some personal development, then they see the need for it. So, again, I say the 9 pillars, because if you don't have those 9 pillars, I believe that you are incomplete. And so we're trying to get people or persons, entrepreneurs, small business owners, be complete and find that harmony. If you have a break in finances, work on that. If you have a break in personal development, work on that. So we want to be able to provide resources for those to assist them in this journey of entrepreneurship. So who has been your greatest inspiration during this journey?
I have so many. And most people don't. I already know. I have so many sisters, so many. I can say big names, but I have a person, like I swear that he is my mentor. He's my coach. Joel Osteen. It's just. And most people, Joel is like, it's my go-to to keep my strength and my faith, and just listening to his motivational speaking, seeing that he writes books, seeing that he doesn't take a salary for his ministry, but he solely makes his money off of his books and stuff, and his appearances. It's just so many qualities that I look at, and most people say Oprah. Oprah is a great experience. Michelle Obama, yes, they are. And so they don't get me wrong. But I have to feed my soul man, my spirit man, and that's what feeds me.
All right. And so if you had a magic stick, what 3 things would you change in the world?
First, I would change our president. Don't listen, no hard judgment, but it's all how you go through things. It's all how you lead people, and it's all how you treat people and respond to people. And that's, I would definitely change that. I would, if I wouldn't change that, I would change it about him. And I pray for him every day. And that's one thing. And I would change hunger. I mean, just have people have, and then I would change people's mindset. When somebody come near me with a negative mindset, I'll be able to positive, 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 positive. they home. Yeah, everything's gonna work out. God is good. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Yes, it's a beautiful day. I can say, because I knew I used to could stay at work. It's a beautiful day every day for me. Everybody like, it's every day ain't beautiful, but every day that I wake up is beautiful. You know, because they don't know my struggle, they don't know my story. But I used to just enjoy every day, and that's what makes me be able to be as to have a spirit of excellence. Because I am grateful for every day. Every day that I step out that bed and I'm able to get up without any pain, I'm gonna tell you, it's a great day. It's an amazing day. Let's go out here and take over the world, you know. And so I would have that positive stick and just boop, 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 and everybody around me.
Hey, that would be so amazing. And that would, I mean, it would make the world so much easier, so that we would not have to, you know, fight through people's personalities, and that we could just, you know, just work harmoniously. And we could get a lot of things done, you know, because sometimes we can't get things done because we're not putting out that energy that is conducive to receive what it is, so to propel us to move forward. Right. And so I totally agree with that. Now, with our up and coming entrepreneurs and anybody that's new to entrepreneurship or small business owner, what advice would you give anyone to become an entrepreneur? What would advice would you give?
Just get started. I would tell them first, just get started, and then don't give up.
Do you think that a lot of people are afraid to just get started? Because I'm finding that.
I do think people are scared to start something because of what their friends and family gonna say. But that's the thing that you have to understand. Your family and friends are not going to support you. They're not going to be your supporters.
Say that again. I want you to say that again.
Your family and friends are not going to be your supporters. You're going to have to go out and meet strangers. You're going to have to get out of your box. You'll get out of your comfort zone. And you're going to have to understand that everybody is not going to be happy for you. I mean, just like period, because they're not going where you're going. Most people are comfortable and stuck where they're at. And so you let them stay there. You don't get stuck on them, because that's a distraction. That's holding you back. When you could be working on your next idea, your next come up. You just don't give up. Everybody can sell hair, but that's another thing that I have is that's revamping. I haven't said it, but I have a hairline called Celebrity Style Hair. And the reason why I got the hairline is because with lupus, I started losing my hair. And I had long, pretty hair, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And I'm like, okay, so I got to do something. And anything that I put on or wear, I have to sell. I just have to have some, I got to make money off of it. I can't just have it and not make money off of it. So, and so I decided, I said, you know what, since I'm wearing this hair, everybody want to know where I get my hair from. Let me go ahead and start my own line. And so I started selling my own hair.
So you started your own hair?
Online hairline, yes.
Wow. All right. So what we need to do is to make sure that we have all of your links in the bottom of, because I see Shanail Teasdale, she is putting information in. So I'm gonna ask her to be our recorder. So Shanail, could you tell us your website? And Shanail, if you're still on, can you go ahead and record her website in the comment section so it'll show up, as well as her websites for her hair. So you can ramble them off and she can go ahead and record them. She's still on.
That's my girl, Shanail. Thank you, Shanail. Love you, sis. I got her ebook too. She has an ebook. Let me just throw a little plug in there for her too. You know, me and her was talking one night. She has the ebook. She has the ebook creating course. I mean, that's helped me tremendous. So you have to connect with others. You never know who you're going to meet on Facebook, because me and her never met in person. We met through Facebook. And she had me on one of her friends' show. And I mean, it's been an amazing friendship ever since then. And so she has a book out, ebook out, y'all. So in a group. So I had to throw that in there for her because that's my girl.
Hey Chantal, how are you? Hey, I would love to have you on Network Wednesday or Social Saturday. Hey, that's the thing, is to connect with people, you know. So go ahead and
creating a course is another source of income. I'm gonna just tell you that's another source. Most people don't understand. So,
right. So tell us your website, your personal website, because I know you had www.shanailmonique.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, shanailmonique.com. That's revamping. Because this is the thing about branding. I meant to tell you too. The most important part of your brand is branding yourself outside of these businesses that you have. You are your brand. People look at you and they buy you. And so I'm shanailmonique.com. They hear that tagline that sticks with them. Everybody, hey, shanailmonique.com, hey, shanailmonique.com. And so shanailmonique.com is one of my websites. You can go there, request prayer, request any kind of, it's revamping, but you can request to have me on your show, speak at your events. I do motivational speaking. If you need somebody to pray with, I'm there. Just send it to me. I'm ready to pray anytime, any minute, any second. And then I have my social media, Shanail Monique. If you on it's a fan business page. Then I have my YouTube page. Go there because I have videos. Let me just tell you, new videos coming out of training, of sales, of marketing, of being an influencer, how to build your brand, how to captivate your audience, how to stay engaged with your audience. And so that's on my YouTube page. Go subscribe to that. Also, let me see. I'm on Instagram as Shanail_Monique, Monick. So go follow me. I mean, it's different platforms. They have the same stuff on each platform, but I have different audience for each platform. And so I have to give different material for each platform. Because one audience might not be at this level of this audience. And so I got to be able to capture that audience and bring them up to that level. They coming up to that speed. So
now let's break right there. So how did you find that how did you do that? Like, what was it that made you say, I got to, not address audience across the board, but let me tailor these audiences? Now, what made you do that?
Okay, I looked at the statistics. I looked at the people, because most of my people on Facebook are not on my Instagram. And so I've seen the followers that I had. I got a business page on Instagram as well. And so I seen all of that. And I said, you know what? I got to be able to capture. I got to connect with them. I can't lose them. Because I mean, you can't lose people. You're going to have to be able to be everything. Say everything to everybody. Is that how it go? I forgot how it go. I might twist it around a little bit, but you got to know how to be everything to everybody. You can't just leave somebody because they're not on that level as of yet. Because I wasn't on that level, and some people did leave me, but I thank them because they taught me how to do it without them. That no, and that rejection was the best thing they could have did for me. It taught me to go out and do it myself. And even if I do it wrong, still do it.
Do it.
Yes, don't stop. It ain't a right or wrong way to do you.
Right. Right. So when you found your keys, because we always find our keys that unlocks our doors. So how long were you in this process until that key fit in and it completely unlocked for you? Like how long? I'm not saying that this is a measure that everybody should use, but I'm saying how long did you have to keep putting that key in there and then not unlock and then it just unlocked for you?
Well, see, that's the point. It ain't never unlocked because you always got a next level to unlock. It's just you have to keep on sticking keys in and opening new doors. And so what I did was when I figured out, okay, I got this story. I got a story. I mean, everybody has a story. Even if you figure you want to tell it or not, that story is gonna sell. People buy your story. And when people buy
Wow.
your story, they buy you. They feel like they're a part of you. I got some people on my Facebook page that I never met in my life, but I feel closer to them than family. I can, they can send me money. I can send them money. If they, Mother's Day gifts and things like that, I feel closer to them. But because they know my story, they've been watching me from day one. And so that's how I found out back when it was 2000, what day was it? I can't even get the year right because it's been a process through this. I just haven't gave up. I said, you know what? I'm not giving up on this. It's somebody that I need to reach. I don't care what I go through. Somebody every day I have to get up and I got to put something out there. If I say no, I'm saying no to God and I'm saying no to the people that are assigned to me.
Wow. Wow. All right. So, Miss Shanail, we just thank you so much because it's almost coming up on an hour. And I know you got to get into your office and do your thing before it's time for you to shut your eyes. I do understand, but I am so grateful. And I just hope that this connection and this relationship will continue to grow with us and that, I've already learned so much from you. And of course, I will be visiting some of your YouTube things. But one thing that I did take away was all of those pearls that you did drop on us. We just want to make sure that we have all of your information. So, make sure even after we get off the live, make sure if anything that we missed, that we could put it in there. So, and I'll continue to run. So most of the time when I have an interview, I'll run it as a watch party so that people who did not weren't able to watch it, that they can watch it again. But I am so grateful, so grateful. I mean, every time when I wake up and I hear that you are praying, I've been praying and financial increases on the way and this and this. And then sometimes you say stuff that's like real funny. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like,
you gotta put a little humor in it, laughter is good for our soul,
It is. And I'm like, but it just makes my day. It's just, because it just makes my day. And just to know that we don't have to be perfect. But if we keep putting one foot in front of the other and other people and extending that grace because, we once were there. We didn't we still don't all the way have it. We still have some nuts and bolts and things to put together and some keys to put in some doors to unlock some things. But, you have been an inspiration, and I'm sure that you have been an inspiration to all those who are watching because not only are you saying this in front of your audience, but of course in the audience for the people that I'm connected to. So I really thank you and I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night and get some rest. I'm sure. All right. So we're going to go ahead and end. All right. Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.